Alright, so my childhood parents were very strict and they raised me basically to be soft, okay? Okay, they really did. Excuse me. This mucus stuff because I'm drinking this junk. So yeah, they really raised me like not to. I see our comments. I see our comics. Oh, I knew from the hair. Oh, I knew from the glasses. Oh, um, he's effeminate. Oh, he's this, that, and all that other stuff. Oh, the voice and stuff like that. All them comments and stuff like that. And for the most part, some of it may be a little true. You need to toughen up and stuff like that. Start cussing people out, which to an extent I kind of agree. Unfortunately, like I'm not that as assertive as I should. I need to be more assertive, but unfortunately, I'm kind of struggling with that. That's the thing. Whenever I don't know. You see, I don't know if you guys know, but I need y'all to understand. When I talk about my parents, okay, I'm always very specific on my parents. Either two, three. I have three sets of parents. Okay, that is my biological family, biological parents. I mean, my biological parents, my childhood parents, and my modern parents, which is currently in operation. So yeah, I was raised by my childhood parents. Okay, by my childhood parents. My modern parents didn't even exist yet. So yeah, so that's 6 people. Okay, 6 peoples. Versions / variants. That's in, okay? So anyways, keep thinking I'm seeing people. I need to help record this video. So yeah, unfortunately, the way how I was raised to be this nice, good Christian boy, okay? That grew up to a nice, good Christian man and everything. But unfortunately, as you can see, I have no clue of how to be assertive. I have no clue how to be assertive, unfortunately. And I am like even the first lady of my current church kind of see that. She kind of saw that. Like a few years ago when I first started, serving at the church. She's like, "You're very what's the word I'm looking for?" She used some word. What was the word she said? Mellow guy. You look like a really mellow guy. So any anger you have to act out the scene, go ahead and just let it out and stuff like that. And she's right. She's right. That the first lady is right. I agree. I mean, not necessarily, using her word mellow, because I'm not fully sure what the definition of that is, but I am kind of really, I don't even want to say I'm laid back, because most laid back people, I think, are, confident and assertive and, social and everything. So yeah, but I'm not that. I'm just like always to myself and everything. I mind my own business. I don't bother people. I don't really talk to people. I just mind my own business or whatever. And then they even mentioned she the same person who also said, you must be more. Do you think you're more introverted because you definitely don't talk a lot? So yeah. I don't know. I have no problem, as far as not being able to, not necessarily introversion or whatever. It ain't none of that and stuff like that. I'm not like a, because that's the thing. My childhood father kind of realized that about me. Like I'm just not that guy to kind of always, be out there talking and everything. No. He saw it the other way. He said I was kind of like a hybrid of the two. Like what's that called? I'm the something like that. I'm like a hybrid of the two. Like I need to charge up at home, and then once I'm outside, I'm out there and stuff like that. Which I think he was completely wrong. But at the end of the day, he raised me, so there's that. Well, as far as I'm concerned, my childhood parents. Hopefully I can finally get this video recorded, because every single time I make a video about how any of my parents, specifically my childhood and biological parents, screwed up, and something wrong happens to the video, I either don't like it, I'm spreading too much information and everything. So yeah, anyways, let me get down to the reasons why my childhood parents, failed me and stuff like that. So my childhood parents, they did not teach me No kind of ways at life. This is the thing. I will say, some of y'all think I'm very, very religious, and I definitely understand why you say that. Why you say that? There's a bug. I definitely understand why y'all say that, because I do speak very quote unquote religiously. I speak of the Bible a lot, because most of my morality and everything and influence comes from the Bible. Yes, that's correct. I understand. However, look at the religious side of me back in the day. When I was a kid, I was super religious. We were super religious back in the day. This bug. We were super religious back in the day. The thing is, my childhood parents, they were very super religious. Like, oh my gosh, we couldn't have no form of disagreement at all. I'm looking at this bug. They keep flying around. I don't want them flying near me. Oh my gosh, we wasn't allowed to disagree at all, because that's like a violation of the honor thy father and mother commandment. We had to always say yes sir, yes ma'am to all the adults of the family, and they were only at max late 20s or 30s, early 30s or whatever. It was like 13 of us in that family. Yeah, half being adults, half being children. That's right. Yeah, always putting us in the corner and everything. They really, my childhood parents, specifically one of them, really did not do a good job at really, raising or being an influence or being like a male role model and stuff like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I didn't have a role model at all growing up. No kind of good male influence. There were males in my house, adult males, but they were not great figures. It was just all this, respect your elders type stuff. Obey the adults and everything. All of that. That's what all that was. I can't get my proper words out. I want to help this insect, but I don't know if he's gonna fly on me. Okay, he got it. So yeah, there was like literally no kind of guidance at all. I mean, I can't make up my mind right now. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't make up my mind about this video. See, you see, every single time I record videos about my parents, something don't go right. I'm about to say I might not have no nosebleed. So yeah, no influence at all. It was just, respect your elders, be obedient and stuff like that and everything. So yeah, and that's one thing I really don't understand. Like, I'm kind of stupid. That's the thing. My childhood parents, they didn't teach me nothing. They didn't teach me nothing about taxes, about life, about none of that stuff. Nothing. Getting women. My childhood father didn't teach me none of that stuff. He expected me to just magically and be some, I don't know, swagger person or whatever. That's what he expected me to be. Just magically get it and everything. I don't know. And tell people off randomly. That's the thing. Telling people off. Back then when I was a kid, we wasn't allowed to even stand up for ourselves. Oh, you should be a smart mouth. Be quiet and all that junk. Get in the corner. All that junk. Both my childhood parents did that junk. Every single time we tried to defend ourselves of what really happened, it was seen as smart mouth. Oh, you saying this person lying? And then all that junk. We wasn't allowed to stand up for ourselves. I wasn't allowed to stand up for myself, and because of that, I received multiple punishments and multiple whoopings for that. Multiple. I'm at the 9-minute mark. I'm trying to not make these videos too long. What else? Man. Oh man, don't tell me I just picked another one. Okay, never mind. Wait, did I? Okay, I didn't. I was scratching because a new mosquito bit me. So we wasn't allowed to even, defend ourselves and stuff like that. Oh, you saying they lying? It was always the adult's word over the children, over mine, when I was a kid and stuff like that. I understand a little bit about now, but at the same time, when you don't give a child a voice, don't go. They start growing up to become very docile, and unfortunately, me now, I'm kind of that guy. People at my job, they see me all the time be very quiet, always to myself, doing everything I'm told, never questioning everything. And then one thing I will say, I gathered some guts or whatever recently. I gathered some guts, like I don't know, like a month, two ago, maybe not, probably like 3 months ago. When I was working overnight, the overnight manager, he had a way of always speaking to people and stuff like that. But I mean, don't get me wrong, that day I should have cleared the floor. I should have, not leave those pallets or whatever. I agree, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so he came to me the next night like, right, why you leave that effing pallet on the floor? Don't do that junk or whatever. And then I'm like, I'm sorry, what? That effing pallet, you didn't jump like that. I'm sorry, I'm confused, because I was confused that day. And then I'm over here feeling I'm struggling to defend myself, because I have no memory of me leaving that pallet on the floor when I really did, leaving that pallet on the floor. So I was confused or whatever. And then I had a hard time believing him, because I forgot that I left that pallet on the floor, those pallets on the floor and stuff like that. And then, don't do the S again and stuff like that. Then he just gonna walk away. I'm like, I'm not saying you lying or anything. I'm just like, and then he was doing all that. I don't know. He was doing too much that day. So I'm confused. I'm thinking hard to see if I really did leave those pallets on the floor. And then it actually occurred to me, oh my gosh, I did leave that. And then I remember an extra cart I left on the floor as well, on one of the aisles and like that. So then I need to go. I was like, I need to go up to him, because I don't want to sit here and like be in a state of panic all throughout the whole entire shift. Because right now I feel like I'm being accused right now, but at the same time I wasn't gonna sit there and completely eradicate what he was gonna say, disregard whatever he's gonna say. So it took me like an hour to actually think, maybe even an hour and a half, just to think, to see, did I actually leave it on the floor? And then I guess my brain, everything came together, and I remember, oh shoot, I did leave that on the floor. I did. So then, an hour later, I finally had the courage to go up to the manager. Thankfully, that other coworker went to him first. I was like, also, one more thing. I remember now, I did leave that pallet on the floor, and I'm, generally I apologize for that. However, and I will, take responsibility of that. I'm like, however, I feel like your approach could have been better. I don't want to be in a state of panic all this time. So yeah, he was like, I got you. So yeah, I wasn't necessarily looking for an apology. I just told him his approach could have been better, and I was in a state of panic. So yeah, whenever I'm being, told told off or whatever, dealt with, or whatever, what's the word, sanctioned, or whatever, consequence, or what I'm trying to say, between authority figures, I'm always in a state of panic. I have to constantly think to see if what I did really is wrong. That probably could be another reason why I am autistic. The problem is I forget things a lot. So yeah, I took my responsibility that day. I'll make sure, I'll not leave stuff on the floor. Okay, and I didn't get a chance to explain why I left it on the floor though, but I'm not gonna get too much in that. But I took my response. I told him. From there, he stopped speaking to me that way. He stopped swearing. I told him, your approach could have been better, especially with all that swearing. I told a 50 or 50-something-year-old man to basically watch his mouth talking to me, basically. So yeah, that might have hurt his ego as an elder, a young person telling you to watch your mouth. The thing is, I swear all the time. Okay, I'm recently been trying to work on not swearing and stuff like that, but yeah, forgot my point. See what I mean? I hate this brain. This brain gets on my nerves. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's the thing. Point being, that example, I was struggling to to stand up for myself, basically, because I was just because before I remembered, I was really confused. Like, there's no proof of me doing it. Did I really do it? I was thinking I didn't do it, and I didn't want to sit there and just take in a burden I didn't do. That's the thing. That's the thing that I commonly, try to, how I'm trying to word this. Man, I'm so stupid. I'll get to that. That's the thing. I struggled that day to try and stick up for myself, and then next thing you know, I think a week or two later, one of my supervisors, beloved supervisors, I'll say, because she's real nice and everything. She was like, Ray Marco, you want to go in this department? I heard you saying you want to go back in day and stuff like that. We have this position available because I heard the manager wasn't treating you right, and it was like that. You gotta tell people when they're stop treating you right, because Ray Marco, you always real quiet and everything. You don't bother nobody and everything. So yeah, I was like, I actually did told them about it. I actually did told them about it. He was like, great job, Ray Marco. So proud of you, because and I told them I usually don't tell people off. I don't. That's something very rare, especially elders. So yeah, especially elders. So yeah, yeah. If that's the thing. I had to kind of forget what the thing is. It's the trauma now. Okay. In conclusion, it's more the trauma now. The trauma now. I don't really now. That's the problem. I have absolutely no idea how to really stick up for myself and stuff like that, especially as a man. The thing is, if people say something, I'm gonna be struggling to try and find my words. Like a week ago, like a week and a half ago, I think, the store manager, she called me up to the office. I mean, she wasn't really fussing, okay? She was just doing her job. Her managers over here fussing at her because of overtime and everything. So she wanted me to explain myself. I'm like, why am I on overtime? And I was a little confused as well. Everyone, all of management can see that I'm not. They can see that I don't really tell people off. I don't really not necessarily stick up for myself, but just they can see me. They can see me how I'm just not the kind of person to be like assertive and all that stuff, So yeah, I don't know. And then me being stupid. I didn't know what this is proof that my childhood parents failed me. Especially my biological parents, but my childhood parents. This bug been sitting here this entire time ever since it got back on its feet. It fell on its back and it was trying to get up, and that's the bug I was trying to help him. Then once it finally got up, it just stayed there. Well, I'm not gonna mess with it. I hope I don't kill it though. That'll suck. I got another mosquito bite. What time is it? Almost time to go. I gotta be in the house before 10. So yeah, man, I'm stupid. I remember in 2018, I was at one of my extended biological family members' house. She was fussing at everybody in the house because people was I guess staying at her place, which is understandable and everything. She was fussing at her children, aka my cousins, and then her grown children, her children or whatever. All her grown children and stuff like that. She was fussing at them and everything. He was like, Ray Marco, you too. You need to do this. You need to get you a job, get you your own place, get you an income and everything. I was like, yeah, I know. I've been looking for. What bug is that? That's some ugly little fly. It looked like a spider. Anyway, so yeah, you need to get you a job, get you some income, Ray Marco. I was like, in my head, what's an income? Literally, I'm 18 years old and I have. Was I 18? Yeah, I'm 18 years. 18, yeah, I'm 18 years. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm about to check. I'm 18 years old and I have no idea what in the world is an income. That was probably my first time hearing that word, income. I didn't know what income was. I assumed it had something to do with money since she was talking about, job, and money and place and everything, but I didn't know what no income was. That was the first time I probably discovered that word. 2018, 18 years old. I had no idea how to get jobs and everything. And that's one thing I feel like I will struggle finding a new job. Do not be a B. That was probably a B I saw. So yeah, I think that's a B. That's a B. Just stay over there for me, thank you. So yeah, I didn't know what an income was. I learned that word because of her. Thank you, extended biological family member. Thank you. So yeah, and then in 2021, when I first, was it 2021? No, 2022, when I first filed my taxes for the first time with H&R Block, I told that lady I know nothing about this stuff. Nothing. I don't have no idea how taxes work. I have done the math for sales tax back in, algebra, but I don't remember all that stuff. And then on top of that, I don't know how the government's taking my money and everything. How much they're taking, why they take this and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, especially when I got that $3,000 filing for 2021 in 2022, I had $3,000. Why? Because I had, whatever income I had, and then I had part of a stimulus thing that, because I didn't have no stimulus at all back in the fake virus and stuff like that around, fake pandemic or whatever, the fake pandemic, you know what I'm trying to say, the fake virus or whatever. I had no stimulus check at all. I worked that entire time because I was working at Amazon at the time. But yeah. And I hate bringing race in this. The tax advisor, she's white, and here I am, a black person that know nothing about taxes, and I still don't. I can always learn, yes, but at the same time, I don't got time for all that. And then I'm not college educated either, which will be a turnoff for me, but I don't really care about that no more. It's either all or nothing. Oh, I have another video to record. I remember now. So yeah, my child parents didn't teach me no. I'm gonna have to definitely find a way to rename this video, but my child parents did not teach me how to do no taxes. Not at all. Nothing. Especially when I was a teenager. I only know is go to H&R Block and then they do the stuff for it. What really hurt me is when I filed for 2022 in 2023. I filed for 2022's taxes. I was expecting, like, I don't know, at least maybe $1,900 minimal. I only got $46. That really not necessarily pissed me off, but that was like a huge shocker. That was a huge shocker. I had a lot of questions for the tax advisor at that time, like why and how did it get from $3,000 to like $46 something? That's my alarm. I need to be in the house. And then she said the government, she reminded me that the government was just being nice, basically. So yeah. When I filed again for 2023, I think I only had, I had negative $10 for taxes. Yeah, that's right. I owed the government money. Why? Because my income went up. My income went up, which, I understand, but still though, I didn't ask the government to take my money. I guess by default, if I decide to work for jobs, I am. But yeah, and then that, I was expecting around the same thing, like 50 max. And I got negative $10. And yeah, I got negative $10. So, and then I was trying to figure out which, but I was kind of prepared this year since I had last year, that time, well, it's literally last year, I only received, $46. And now I'm receiving negative $10. And then the last thing she's like, you made it so easy for me this year. You made it so easy for me this year. And then at the end, she was like, you have any questions? I was like, I didn't have no questions. Because this time around, I kind of expected it. I mean, I didn't really expect negative $10, but I expected to have basically no money this time around. I didn't even. I had questions, yeah, but I wasn't going to even. What was the point? What was even the point? So yeah, there's that. I'm always, you know, I'm always elongating these videos. I don't know why. Finally, in conclusion, my childhood parents didn't teach me nothing. Now here I am. My childhood parents did not teach me life. I think that's a good title. My childhood parents did not teach me life. Shoot, I forgot the other video title I was thinking of. I'm gonna have to rewatch this. I'm gonna have to redo this quick. My childhood parents did not teach me life. They did not teach me taxes. They did not teach me how to get a house. I have absolutely no idea how to get a house. I have absolutely no idea how to get good jobs and everything. No good influence. I have no idea how to get women, how to talk to them, even though I think I could figure that out. I could figure that out. Okay, I remember. So yeah, since I talked about women. So yeah. My childhood parents, they failed me. They failed technically all their children. I have no idea how to drive either. No idea. I have the money to, you know, learn and all that stuff, but I'm not going to waste all that money on that. I need to spend this more money on something else. So yeah, childhood parents, they failed me at life. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.